So, let me tell you something that might annoy every motivational speaker on your Instagram feed. You see this whole thing of find your purpose chant. The banners, the reels, the workshops, the live your truth t-shirts. Yeah, I've been studying it, and honestly, it feels suspicious. Okay? Like someone is trying to sell me a dream while they pick my pocket. And I know what you're thinking, but Miss Muithathi, I don't know my purpose. How will I know what to do with my life? My dear, relax. You'll survive. And I say this because you've survived worse, right? For instance, the Nairobi Matatu sector alone. So, yeah, you're a survivor. And before we go full thriller mode, let me introduce myself properly. Hi, I'm Miss Muithathi. I'm a creator, entrepreneur, and a mom. What most people don't see is that behind every video that I make, I'm also fighting to try and keep my daughter's medication covered. Her meds, they're a non-negotiable expense that eats through most of what I earn. But I refuse to quit building, creating, and showing up here. So if my content has ever given you value, or made you laugh, think, or inspired you to make a move, consider buying me a coffee. Every single coffee goes to keeping her treatment consistent and keeping this channel alive. Thank you for standing with us. Every drop counts more than you know. Anyway, let's drag purpose by the week today. Stay with me. Let's start with a nasty question. What if your purpose isn't actually yours? What if you've been chasing an identity built from your mother's expectations, your boss's approval, your friends, we are rooting for you smile, or that your ex or ex-wife who swore that you'd never make it without them? Think about that for a second. How many decisions in your life were made because you genuinely wanted something versus how many were made because somebody somewhere would clap? I'll wait for your answer because the silence is telling. And here is where the money creeps in silently through the back door like a landlord checking the meter. You know, 2025 has been wild. And I bet 2026 will also be wild. Okay? And I say this because everyone looks purposeful. They're climbing mountains at sunrise. They're meditating on beach rocks. Someone online or somewhere is always announcing some new chapter of their life. Meanwhile, you're trying to calculate how you'll stretch that 5,000 Kenya shillings until Friday. Purpose has become a luxury product. You need time to find it. You need money to sustain it. You need peace to hear it. So basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is that broke people are already losing. And here's the crazy part. The more you feel lost, the more the world guilt trips you. Like you're failing at life because you don't have like a 30-year life plan that is written in gold ink. I call it the purpose scam. Of course, modern edition. Now, let's talk about the validation equation, aka dopamine with receipts. You want to know why purpose feels so addictive? I'll tell you. It's because the moment you announce it online, people clap. Okay? Likes, comments, and of course, fire emojis, you know. Your brain lights up like a slot machine. Dopamine everywhere. Suddenly, you think, yes, this must be my path. Spoiler alert. Sometimes that path leads you straight into debt. And I say this because this is where you find yourself. You start investing in things that look purposeful. For example, the coach, the course, the ring light, the trip, the soft life outfits. On the outside, you're glowing. You can see it. We admire you because you're looking like fire. But inside, your wallet is screaming like someone stepped on its tail. And a quick tangent, because this still makes me laugh. One time, of course some time back, I bought a brand new notebook titled My Purpose Journey. Okay? No judgment here. Of course, I filled 3 pages. Then after that, I used the rest to write shopping lists and reminders. Purpose who? It had left me like an absentee landlord. Anyway, let's expose the signs, the red flags that your purpose is just fancy people pleasing. Number 1, your purpose changes every time a trend changes. Digital marketing today, branding tomorrow, and of course, healing journeys by Friday. 2, you feel guilty when people or folks aren't impressed. Baby, why are you explaining your calling to people who can't even call you back? Why? Make it make sense. 3, your finances are bleeding. There's investing in yourself, and there's you're broke, please sit down. Okay? 4, you're burnt out but smiling. This is a very dangerous combo. Very Kenyan, very global, very broke. Let me tell you something. You see, purpose that destroys your bank account is not purpose. It is a spiritual scam with a payment plan. Don't ever forget that. Now, let's talk about the hidden costs of purpose that no one calculates. This is a part that triggers most people. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, how much does this, your purpose, cost you? Of course, when I ask that is in terms of money, energy, and also in years that you'll never get back. There's a type of purpose that looks noble but keeps you financially stuck. You're out here helping everyone, fixing everyone other than yourself, trying to prove that you're worthy, trying to make people proud, whether it's your parents, your children, your spouse, your family members, your boss. The list is endless. Or trying not to disappoint your kids or those imaginary online audience. Some of you are drowning financially because you're out here performing purpose instead of building power. And this is where I always bring people back to the truth. Because purpose without money becomes suffering, but purpose with money becomes impact. I know that stung a bit, so I'll give you a moment to take some water. I'll sip some tea. Okay. Now, let's talk about the escape plan. You know, your true north. Let's clean this whole mess up. Your real purpose doesn't sound glamorous. It's usually quiet, practical, a bit boring. It sounds like survival, stability, self-respect, being able to take care of yourself without shaking every end month. My dear, your true north is not purpose. Your true north is building a life that can fund the things that matter to you. You see, money, it gives you the freedom to choose. Freedom gives you clarity. Clarity reveals purpose, not the other way around. So, if you want to find your real purpose, stabilize your life first. Build systems. Organize your money. Put your chaos on a chokehold. Once you do all of that, your purpose will of course show up when you stop panicking about bills. So, if you're trying to rebuild your life, of course from the inside out, and become financially untouchable, you need structure, not vibes. So, let's talk tools. But keep in mind, nothing good comes for free. Get the chaos proof monthly system if your life is messy and your money is messier, because this system will help you fix that. Grab the instant hustle manual if you need money like yesterday. And if you want to rewire your money mind completely, get money scripts, the $3 one. All links below. And by the way, my ebook, Building Wealth in 12 Months, is also linked below. Yes, my dear, we are solving your purpose and your pockets together. Alignment. Okay? We have to align everything here. Now, here's the plot twist that nobody wants to say out loud. You see, most people out here, they don't actually want purpose. They want relief, they want stability, they want choices, and they want to breathe without calculating their account balance. Purpose thrives in peace. Peace thrives in stability. Stability thrives in money. And money thrives in systems. So the question isn't, what is my purpose? No. The real question is, what life are you building that will allow your purpose to actually breathe? Ask yourself that question. Sit with that question. Well, if you laughed, learned, or felt personally attacked, of course in a productive way, buy me a coffee. It literally keeps my daughter's medication going and keeps this channel alive. Thank you once again for standing with us, and see you in my next video.